Mary Frances Walker Furlow was called home to be with the Lord on September 15th, 2021. She was 97 years old, just a few weeks away from her 98th birthday. To all my darling children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, and great-great-grandchildren, God blessed me abundantly when each of you were born. I feel better than blessed because of all of you. To Harry, Phyllis, Carl, and Linda, through the years as you grew from childhood to being adults, you made me so proud. You gave me the strength and motivation to go to work every day. Instead of wallowing in pity because of my situation, I accepted my responsibility gladly. You were my reason for living. I needed you more than you needed me. For this, I thank you. I honestly do not believe that I would have lived this long if it had not been for my children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. I thank all of you for the joy that you have given me through the years. I know that I have been a good mother. I hope to always be a positive influence in your lives. I love each of you with all my heart. Always put God first in your life and you will succeed. Lean on God and not man for strength and peace. I am witness to that. He will sustain you. My heart is yours, Mom. I had to do an episode dedicated to this fantastic, beautiful, beautiful queen that I called Grandma Frances. Although she was not my biological grandmother, she treated me like I was her blood from day one, and the feeling was mutual. That's why I gladly stamped the title of Grandma in front of Frances. I didn't see her as much as I would have liked because I live here on the West Coast in California and she was back in Ohio. We spoke on the phone every couple months, and she always had a beaming sense, a beaming vibe that radiated through the phone every time we spoke. Always positive and always giving me the support and love that I needed. And I truly, truly miss her. Every time we had a phone conversation, she always, at some point, would say how blessed she was. Sometimes she would repeat it a few times. I'm blessed. I've been blessed by the Lord. I'm blessed. It felt genuine whenever she said it. It just felt real. You know what I'm saying? It felt good. And I'm sure she is being treated with the utmost respect and in the hierarchy of a queen right now in heaven. As I told the family when I got the news that she passed away, we're going to celebrate. We're going to celebrate. This is a celebration of the Queen, Mary Frances Walker Furlow. Because I feel like she did everything that she wanted to do and could do. I mean, when you live to be 97 or in your 90s, whoever you are, when you live that long, that's the pinnacle. When you get to the 90s, you're in overtime. The beautiful, beautiful age of 97. Can you believe that? 97. 9+ decades walking this earth is the ultimate. I often say to people when we talk about the elderly and the topic of old people, how disrespectful we can be towards the elderly. Push them off to the side and not pay attention to them as people get older. What's so condescending about that is that we all are gonna hopefully live a long life, right? And at some point, you're gonna be that person. You're gonna be that old elderly person, and you're gonna want some attention. And you're gonna want someone to listen. I've made it a habit throughout my adult life to give attention and to give conversation to elderly people that I meet, even if it's just randomly, just for a few seconds or a few minutes. Just that nugget of information that they have can just be so valuable if you just listen to what they're saying. I say to everyone that's listening to this, give energy, give time to the elderly, because they've got something to say. For us and my family and people that met Grandma Frances throughout her life, they all had nothing but positivity and praise for this woman. I joked with the family that her drop the mic moment was saying to everyone, hey, look, I live to be 97, almost 98 years old. Now, can you follow that? Can you live up to that? Can you literally live up to that? You know, mic drop, good night, I'm out of here. You'll see me next with the Almighty. I had to do this as my way of sharing my love and admiration for Grandma Frances. As I end this episode, I am going to share with you a poetry performance by the underrated but legendary poet, spoken word artist, Oscar Brown Jr. This poem immediately became one of my all-time favorites. It speaks to the legacy of anyone that had the blessing to live a long life.
And now I've landed on this beach it takes 60-odd years to reach, as this generation of mine is ordered onto life's front line, the targets of a fusillade that forces us to think of God. Reluctantly, we storm this beach, advancing to fill up the breach created by that fallen core of elders who charged here before while we enjoyed our middle age. Removed from fire, we now engage. A withering barrage rakes this beach. Its bullets bear the names of each of those who set foot on these sands. Old General Calendar commands, advancing to a sure defeat without the option to retreat. We knew before we hit this beach, the enemy that we besiege has ammunition for us all, who as casualties must fall. Not one will manage to survive. Nobody leaves this beach alive. For those arriving on this beach, there is no prayer to pray or preach to beg us off in any tongue, since we've outlived dying young, and for surviving in exchange, now face the fire at point-blank range. The witness we bear on this beach has only one lesson to teach: that here the carnage never stops, as every day another drops, some classmate, relative, or friend whose attack comes to abrupt end. So, on into the breach, my peers. Who knows how many weeks or years remain till you and I are hit, as we inch onward bit by bit. We only know our lives will bleach eternally out on this beach.
Subscribe, follow, share.
So you can run and tell that.